So let's talk about that. Why we attract unavailable people, specifically emotionally unavailable people. If this is your first time here, this is Mari. Here we dig it up and we get to the root causes as to why we choose toxic or dysfunctional people and relationships. I welcome you. For those that have been following me for a while, you know that here we're all about accountability. We're all about accountability and looking at why we chose these toxic or dysfunctional relationships. There are many, there's much advice out there about the other person or how to get them back or what they did. But here, I like to look at why we chose, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. That's how we get the lesson, by looking at why we chose, not in condemnation, because the word tells us there's now no more condemnation in Christ. If you don't know him, get to know him. But let's talk about that. Why we attract emotionally unavailable people. I like to say why we choose. There's a lot of talk of why we attract that. Yeah, we can attract it, but at the end of the day, if it's near us and we're attracting it, why do we choose it? Why do we take it home? Why do we allow it into our heart, mind, and spirit? So let's talk about that. I don't have, usually I'll have three reasons why or something like that, but this was really in my heart. This is huge, so I'm only going to talk about one. So, what I'm going to talk about today is how we choose these emotionally unavailable people because we recreate things that happened to us in our childhood. Now, when I really understood that, it was powerful for me because I had a very dysfunctional childhood, and I found that I was picking people that were emotionally unavailable because my mom was emotionally unavailable. Yes, she loved me and cared for me. She's gone now and I miss her. However, there was a lot of dysfunction because she was raised under dysfunction. So she was given a toolbox, if you will, without any tools. And then she tried to parent me. That didn't go well. So the reason why this shows up in relationships is because we were abandoned, or not to where we were left physically, but abandoned maybe or neglected even in emotionally. And so now we choose these people that are doing the same thing. Now you may say, Marty, that's crazy. Why would you choose somebody but it does, it can be very insidious and we don't realize we're doing it. So we'll choose that person that neglects us or treats us poorly because that's what we saw, and it's ingrained here in our subconscious. That's what we saw, and so now we're walking in that. Right now we're choosing partners that are going to neglect us or not treat us the way we should be treated and abandon us in an emotional sense. Again, they're emotionally unavailable. You know, you may be in a relationship where the person is just like, you say, wow, he has a wall. He doesn't let me get in. And it's like, or she doesn't let me get. Yeah, you really need to look at that because again, if you look back at your childhood, I'm not saying all the time, there are exceptions, but when I look back, I say, wow, I'm choosing people that are that way and can't receive me because you can't pour from an empty cup. Please hear me. So I was going to a well that had no water because that's what I was used to. I even growing up, I was next to a well that couldn't give me water, not good, clean water anyway. There was no water there. Ever go to the fridge and you keep going back thinking there's something different, but it's the same old thing? Or how about this? How about you go to the door, you keep knocking on the door, but you know nobody's home? Your sister, your brother, whoever it was told you, I'm not going to be home, but you go there and you knock. Does that make sense? No, but it's what we do. It's what we do in relationships because we, again, it's in here that we're choosing things that are unavailable. So we keep going back to that relationship. You know, the word tells us in Proverbs that how a dog goes back to his own vomit. Now, I know that may sound disgusting, but when I thought about that, it's like things that are not good for us, we continue to go back to them. So that's why my heart and my passion and my mission is to talk about the reasons why we choose so that we can get the lesson and grow. Because again, it's not gonna it's not gonna happen if we focus on him or her. They're gone. They're not worrying about you. They've moved on. And many times they're not aware of what's even going on. So today I just want you to consider, what was your childhood like? Why are you choosing these unavailable people? can most oftentimes be tracked or traced back to your childhood. But let me know what you think. This is Mari. That's all I have for today because I figured that was huge for me and I wanted to share that. Please like, share, and subscribe if you resonate with this channel and what I'm about, getting to the root causes. Share with somebody that maybe you think or know that would benefit from it. Because again, that's my mission here, to help you discover the root causes as to why you choose these toxic relationships. I've done it. I've done it so I can talk about it. But let me know what you think in the comments. Again, I'll mention there's a course that the Lord has given me to mentor and help women. To register for it. I'll put the link below at my website, realtalkmighty.com. But this is Mighty. God bless. Until tomorrow.